afternoon everyone, Kalla here. Welcome to my live stream, glad you could make it today. So, back with some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney for the final day's trial of Turnabout Samurai. And I totally didn't just have to do this intro twice because I forgot to hit start stream. Nope, definitely not. So yes, last time we learned of a death that happened in the past in Studio 2, suspiciously, where we believe this death has happened. Wonder if there's something related there. So yeah, that's where we are, and hello Thomas, hello Drag. The sun hasn't come up for you yet, Thomas. Isn't that because it's like 6 AM there or something like that? And winter. Anyway, let's get into it. October 20th, 10 AM. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Yeah, and we're pretty sure it's the producer that did it, otherwise she wouldn't have tried to get the mob on us. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Haha. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Ms. D. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. D. Vasquez is the producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Yeah, Thomas, I'm glad that Rook's birthday is before I have to pull for Leona. I mean, Drag, I think there's a lot of things you shouldn't be doing in court that a lot of the characters in Ace Attorney do, so... D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? Thank you for the luck, Thomas. Somehow, I doubt I will have it, because the desire sensor is very active. I'm pulling for Savannah Glow. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she didn't make her pay! Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4 o'clock. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? Yeah, that's the part I had a question about too, Mr. Judge. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. Yeah, you and the body! I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. I mean, wouldn't it be more difficult to take the van with the monkey's head toppling over? Van added to the court record. Manella used this van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Okay. I'm feeling press every statement at the moment. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Ah, dear. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. When exactly was that? I've forgotten. That's not very helpful, lady. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. you would think. Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh. Oh, right. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. Oh man, Edgeworth. It was a 15-minute break. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, it means someone else? One person is enough. I don't know about that. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Alright. Some evidence that she didn't eat the steak. What have we got? That's the steak plate from the employee area. That's the van. Sleeping pill bottle, the 5-year-old photo. Cody's camera, the path to glory. The Mr. Monkey Head. The samurai spear, the guide map. I don't think we have evidence that she didn't eat steak. Yeah, because the only bit of steak we have is this one. Actually, wait, there weren't bones on the ones in Studio 2, right? So can I just present this one and go, this is what a plate that had T-bone steak on it looks like? Yours didn't look like that? So maybe this one. This seems the most likely one, so let's do that. This might not work. As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate? This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Right. Need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yeah, there was no bones left on the plates, The plates were bare. Ooh, you got her there by the looks of it. Ms. Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. You ate a boneless steak, or you... I'm tempted to go with you just didn't eat it. But imagine just going, you ate the bone too! That doesn't help. Yeah, you didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. Love how we can say this and can't consider the fact that maybe the bones went in the incinerator. I see. Then what was Ms. Vasquez doing during her break? Committing murder, Your Honor? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes? Fascinating. And here I was, worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yeah, the samurai spear. Yes. I mean, that's not what you murdered him with, but sure. I'm pretty sure he died on that very stabby fence like that person years ago. Which means that in theory we could call this an accident, but somehow I doubt it. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. You could have fooled me. I thought you were tall. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? Is it really heavy though? It's a prop. Is it actually heavy? Yeah, I guess some props can be heavy. And yeah, it had lost its tip. I guess when I think of prop weapons, I think of cosplay props, which have a lot of rules about what you can make them out of and how heavy they're allowed to be. At least for carrying them around the con, anyway. Well, yeah, I don't know which of these I should be saying. It's definitely not I don't know. There is you couldn't, because you didn't use that. Or there's I think you could, because I don't think it's that heavy, I guess. Let's go with you couldn't. If it snaps in half, she made him trip into it and it broke under the weight. And the problem is that it broke earlier in the day. So I mean, you could grab the broken end of it, pull it off it, stab the guy with just the stabby point of it, although that... The thing is, that's a prop, it shouldn't be sharp enough to stab someone to death. Yeah. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. Yeah, because they wanted you to think it was that was the weapon. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Oh, is this when we chuck this up? Yes, a decoy, exactly. A red herring, if you will. I mean, I guess we could say it can't be the murder weapon because it's been repaired with duct tape. And therefore it would be rather difficult for anyone to take someone out with it. Or we use this. And go, hey look, there's something a lot easier to kill someone with here. But I feel like we should be saying, you couldn't kill anyone with this. It's been repaired with duct tape. Yeah, let's just... Yeah, let's present this. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Yeah, the photo probably needs to come later when we go, what could she have used to do it instead, right? Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order! Order! I've just realised what the incinerator was obviously used for. It was obviously used for the steel samurai costume that was covered in blood. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what your... Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Ugh. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, Can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Yeah. Could I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Fence! Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the steps. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth? You still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying... Yes? What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she didn't. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, we cannot say. Someone get the fence post a lawyer. Now what needs to happen is people need to stop using these fences that can impale people. Like, it's genuinely a problem. I've heard stories of people falling onto those fences and dying before, in real life. In other words, that the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that caused another man to die, that he caused another man to die? Hello, Carl. Hope you're doing well. 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? No. I'm suggesting that you hit the body in that van and then made Sal drive you over. Or could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance... Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. That would be the van, sir. Take that! Ms. Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony? There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Ooh. That's a good question. Do we think Mr. Manella was a conspirator? I mean, I'm tempted to say, of course he was. Have you seen how he acts around Ms. Vasquez? But it's also possible that he... I mean, I'm tempted to say, of course he was a conspirator. Because he told us that they both had their lunch, right? I feel like he has been covering for her. I'm gonna go with this. Of course he was. Of course! Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Ms. Vasquez could have done that alone. Yeah, I imagine it's difficult to undress and dress a corpse. Also, don't forget they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. In parts, I guess. Well, Ms. Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win. Everyone's just completely lost for words. So what happens next? Don't question Mark me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? I mean, I'd quite like your motivation. But you know. Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Well, wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you. You killed Jack Hammer. The courtroom is so confused. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. She is very smart, this lady. What? 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 The meds aren't proof that she did it. The meds are proof that Jack Hammer stole the Silver Samurai costume. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course. It's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Can we get some Luminow on that fence? Can we test something for blood? Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. Yeah, what do I do now? What else do we have? I don't think we have anything that does it. I feel like... I don't know, I feel like we've used Luminol to pick up older traces of blood, at least in games before, right? Actually, I don't remember... Yeah. I feel like we used it for traces that were reasonably old in Nirvana Initiative. Maybe. What else do we have? Oh no. We can't just go, you did it, Vasquez, because that's what we've just done. No further questions is like a really bad idea. So we tell her to testify again? I'm not sure that helps either. Testify again, Vasquez. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again. Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? Yeah, actually what we need is Mr. Manella so that we can browbeat him into admitting it. You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn! To come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Ms. Vasquez.
Objection!
Edgeworth! Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. Oh no! I didn't. I see. Very well.
Objection!
Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Ms. Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, go. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body. Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick! Why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But... wasn't he the one who said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that? Well, maybe he's more interested in the truth now. Edgeworth. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my scripts and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. press all the things again.
Hold it!
What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. That sounds sus. There's no way it took you 50 minutes to get from Studio 2 to Studio 1. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy? The witness will continue her testimony. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. Did you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Ms. Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Except the murderer. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. Does he not? He's huge and covered in hair, Vasquez. And you're telling me he doesn't stand out? We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. He's your lead actor! What the hell? You'd think he'd notice, even if he wasn't wearing his costume yet. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey Nick! Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Oldback, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seemed to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. Really? You think? I don't think there's anything in there I can use. You asked to be left out. Yes. It seemed that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. That's not how this works, Vasquez! They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Ah, you went back to the trailer to do that and dispose of a costume, right? The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. And why did you not take them with you in the first place? No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Yes, because you'd killed one of the actors! You wouldn't have known that before you went, lady! I think you just dug your own grave here. Why? There was a murder, after all, which you wouldn't have known before you left Studio 2. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh, yeah, I guess. Very well. Ms. Vasquez, please continue. Edgeworth is more on the ball than Wright is. I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Ms. Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? Yes, that she knew Hammer was dead before she left Studio 2. She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Because he's interested in the truth, clearly. Or are you thinking of a career change should affect? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. You knew that who was injured? That who was injured, lady? You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Was it because you saw him pretending to be Mr. Powers? Already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Ms. Vasquez, you saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this? Well, it would have had to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Ms. Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order! Order! I will have order! Witness, can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Yep. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. You mean aside from the fact that he decided he didn't want to cover up for you killing a guy 5 years ago anymore? This is just pure speculation. Because I don't think it was Hammer's fault. The previous death either. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Or we can see the future. Or I've played this game before and I'm vaguely remembering things. The vaguely remembering things did involve that's a very sharp fence. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Ooh, can I prove a motive? Do I have a way to prove a motive? I mean, that 5-year-old photo, maybe. Yeah, you know what? I can prove she had a motive. Bluff 100. Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. The 5-year-old photo.
Take that!
This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? Because this is Miss Vasquez, right? Over on the left. 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the heights of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, and yet you've only talked about Mr. Hammer. Ah, yes, because Mr. Hammer is actually the one with the motive here. it may be that this was an accident. Or a self-defense. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Okay, we don't actually have evidence of this. But yes, actually, I think she didn't have a motive. I think Hammer had a motive. I guess that motive could have caused Vasquez's motive, as it were. But we don't have any good evidence for this, do we? We don't have any evidence for this. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. And trying to do it while disguised as the Steel Samurai so someone else would take the fall for it. All Miss Vasquez did was push him up the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Oop! She just broke her pipe. That was probably expensive. So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late! Yeah, Miss Vasquez! What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, no, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please, please don't die. Oh, was she the one who was married to this guy? Yes. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's Dee Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor? I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. Yay! We proved that no one did a murder at all. Well, I don't know. How do you I guess how do you define murder? This is the thing, really. But I feel like what Ms. Vasquez did wasn't technically murder. Manslaughter? Is that the right term? I don't know. October 20th, 2:12 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think he tried to frame me for the murder. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? He's probably jealous of you. Wait, is this where we bring up the kid's book of photos to go? Because you're liked a lot more? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wants to put the blame on you because... Yeah, I think this one. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids' show, and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP! All heart, no brains, yes. Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. Are we sure Steel Samurai isn't over now? I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Is something wrong? No! Of course not. Do they even have a Steel Samurai costume? Yeah. Good question. Did they have more than one? I mean, given that they were a studio that was barely making money, they may have only had the one. Edgeworth! Say something, Wright. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Us Kez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Oh yeah, that was the thing! Edgeworth loves the Steel Samurai, and that's why he was on our side. Because Edgeworth didn't want the Steel Samurai to be guilty. Liar? No, he's not lying. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Well, there are ways of reading into you saying that, Edgeworth. Unnecessary feelings? Yes. Unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's gonna be difficult. That's gonna be difficult, Edgeworth. We'll see you again very shortly, I'm sure. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if! They're rivals! Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me! What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so, the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, fine. I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Wait, so is Will Powers also playing Pink Princess then? I guess it doesn't matter who's under that. Who's under that outfit, right? A brand new episode has been added. Ah, yes, it's this one. I mean, I think technically Otome games are, like, mostly not BL. Ah. A male lead and a bunch of girls to date is not an Otome game. Is it a Bishoujo game, I think, technically? Otome game is the other way around. I think that's the definition. Right, save. And then we'll move on to a very interesting case. It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Da-da-dum! December 25th, 10:08 AM, Wright & Co. Law Offices. See, it's good that we're neatly into December to do this case, right? Yep, it's December in game 2. Yeah, Thomas, BL games are technically not Otome games. They're BL games. It's slightly different. Otome games have a female protagonist. Female protagonist and mostly male. I mean, they're aimed at girls still, but technically speaking, they're different categories. I mean, I think there's a bit of a vagueness about what classifies under what, but I would classify Otomes and BL games separately. Hey, Nick! Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick! Isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course! Except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Okay? I don't know about any falls per se, but God Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea! So much for rushing spring waters. Next, in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. Oh, it's Gordy! The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy, in a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax. Locals are confident their Gordy is the real deal. Boring. I mean, Thomas, the reason that Twist isn't technically an Otome game is that it's not technically romance. Rather than anything else. Yes, it's a game that's aimed at girls, but it's not an Otome game because you don't get to date any of them. Can't they show real news for a change? Nick? The water pressure's kinda low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Phoenix, there's a big difference in that. Good idea, Nick. Apparently, Fey blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time, it's murder. Da-da-dun! Gourd Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor, known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career, as he'd thrown it all away. Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Yeah, Maya. The fireman yelled at me when I called him. We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. They've arrested Edgeworth for something that happened just now, which is apparently related to something that happened 15 years ago. I wonder what happened 15 years ago. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder. What? When? Where? Who? Why? How? We have mentioned, I believe, something that happened 15 years ago earlier in this game. I think, if it's the same thing I'm thinking of. I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. Yeah, let's. Let's go and pester Edgeworth until he lets us defend him in court. December 25th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. You know, Nick, we've all been in here at one time or another, haven't we? I guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Yeah, probably not. Hey, Edgeworth, come back! What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So, you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney, then laugh. Laugh. Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad. Or burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have so much free time that we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. So what happened? Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Hey Edgeworth, me defense attorney. You accused of crime. I wonder. Duh, we're going to help you, that's what. Help me. You. Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey! 2 of those were against you and I won, mate. Sure, you got lucky and won all 3. But your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience. Nick, he's insulting you! Nick? Why am I always the one who has to get angry? The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way from your offices in the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gaudy. Okay, apparently Mr. Edgeworth spends his Christmas Eves hunting cryptids. I went to see Gordy. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Your attorney's badge? Edgeworth. Let me defend you. Good one, right? But I'm not that hard up. Not yet. What do you mean by that? Me. Trust a wet behind-the-ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt. Never. What? My case is near hopeless, right? Well, yeah, all the more reason for me to help you then. Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. And you say you're not hard up enough to ask me then? Because it sure sounds like you're hard up enough to ask me. What? Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault they lack confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. Nah, mate. I don't think you have a choice, Edgeworth. I mean, this game is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and this is one of our cases, and therefore this is one of our cases, and you don't have much to say in it. Beyond the fourth wall reasons. Alright, fine, I'll go look at somewhere else then. See if I can. December 25th, Gourd Lake Park, entrance. This is where it happened? Yeah, Gourd Lake is in the middle of this park. I can see some police walking around in there. Questioning people, probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there? Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir. Nothing. Idiot, the trial's tomorrow. We need clues, on the double. But sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir. He's the one who... Shut up! Yeah, Gumshoe likes Edgeworth. Gumshoe doesn't believe it's him. Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today. Recruits. Tch. Yeah. Hey, you're that Harry guy. Harry Butts. Right. Phoenix Wright. Will he ever learn my name? And just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it. He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet. Huh? Oh. You don't say. Yeah, sorry Gumshoe, but we'll do our best. Detective Gumshoe? Do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal? No. Well, okay, Mr. Head in the Fluffy Pink Clouds lawyer. in the... Huh? Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night, about 15 minutes after midnight. It was a boat out on Gourd Lake. In that boat were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth? A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. How did they get there so fast? Well, there was the witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? Yeah, what about this witness? Who was this witness? Sorry, pal, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only that one witness? Yep, it was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right. Who cares what the witness says? Maya, you're present as a case. Yep, seems that way. We care. You really believe in him, don't you, Detective? Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taking this investigation that seriously. Oh no! After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, Detective. At least you are. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah. He's a bit of a celebrity. You defended him and lost, your reputation would be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is... well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Oh. Don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him too. Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth, I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying, right, 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 over and over. Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What? Find something? No sir, not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh, Sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me about before I head back? Can I have the autopsy report, please? Well, yes. Do you have any information on the victim? Sorry. They haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, say, if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, Detective? Probably not, pal. So what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Ah, right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Directions to the police station received from Detective Gumshoe. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe. What? We'd like to take a look around in the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You've got my permission. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. What, because they're more likely to say yes to you? Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right, now let's get investigating. The good side of Gumshoe, indeed. He's helpful sometimes, like when he saved us from the mafia. Okay, there's something here. I feel winter's chill from the bare leaf trees today. What is it about winter that turns people into poets? I don't know, but my toes are starting to feel numb. Yes, my poetry has that effect on some people. The sign says Gourd Lake Nature Park. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekend. But no waterfall. Not many picnickers come here for spiritual training, Maya. And that, I think, is all here. Gourd Lake Public Beach. Samurai dogs, huh? December 25th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Wowzers, this is Gourd Lake? Yep. I'm not sure it weren't so wowzers, though. Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand! It's been decorated for Christmas. Look at the tinsel and the bells. Samurai dogs. I want a samurai dog, please. I bet they're great. With a name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? They're a little behind their times, though. The kids are all into the Pink Princess now. I mean, like, you know. Nope. I'm not sure if there's anyone behind that kiosk. The hot dog stand. It's closed. Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The banner reads Samurai Dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Ooh, what's this? Huh? Someone left some poppers here. You know, you pull the string and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey, Nick, they might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Was it that obvious? Poppers. They look more like ice cream cone wrappers. Yeah, they're a different style of party poppers than we have over here. They're probably better since those appear to be probably mostly paper rather than plastic. So they're probably better for the environment. Yeah, let's take them. I suppose it couldn't hurt. Huh? Where'd they go? Into my pocket. Poppers put in pocket. That's a lot of peas! A classic party noisemaker. Pull the string, it goes bang. Not very clue-worthy. I mean, unless you were trying to cause something to go bang. A lineup of plastic benches. I guess the idea is you buy a dog and eat it here. I doubt anyone would sit here and eat on a day like this. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Mr. Wright. I think I would. Except maybe Maya, if she had a samurai dog. It feels weird that they're just individual benches and not a picnic bench. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything in the bin. The trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. What's the sign say? Huh? I almost didn't see that signpost. Left, boat docks, right, exit. That is a very low down signpost. Lake. Wow, God Lake is really big. Yeah. Hey Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Maybe it's shaped like a gourd, Maya. Oh. Well, a long time ago they used to grow gourds here. Whoa, no way! I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. Yeah, that's what I was going with. You know, like an hourglass shape? Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually, but that's just a coincidence. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it does look like there's enough room for a table. Maybe picnic tables aren't like that, aren't particularly big in Japan. Who knows? I guess we've looked at everything we can look at here. Can we go to the boat docks now? Yes, we can. December 25th, boat rental shop. Nick, what is this place? Oh yeah, good point. This is definitely not Japan. No, definitely not. It's definitely somewhere in America. A boat rental shop. Closed for Christmas, it seems. I guess a murder taking place on one of the boats won't be good for business either. Boats? I've never ridden on a boat. Really? Well, how about we go out on one when the trial is finished? Hey, good idea! You bet! Okay. I'm trying to decide what it says on that. It looks like it says maybe store. And maybe kiddies. A small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because it's Christmas. I mean, they're probably closed because there's been a murder. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. Ah, we can't just walk off into the forest, Mr. Wright. There are some boats floating at the dock. Was it one of these boats used in the murder, I wonder? Nick? Huh? I changed my mind. I don't really want to go for a boat ride. Ah, what put you off? Come on, Maya. I think we've looked at everything we can here now. So I guess we go back to the public beach. And then back to the end to... Oh wait, we haven't looked in the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods. December 25th, Gourd Lake Woods. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. No camping sign. They've got guts camping at the scene of a murder. I mean, they've got guts camping right next to a no camping sign. We're going to have to drag a boat into court one day. Oh, you mean like we had to do with the entire omnibus? Hey, Nick! If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. Yes, Maya, this is probably the witness. That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. Hey, Nick! What? Don't tell me you're hungry again. No. I was just wondering, why are camping pots and pans made of aluminium? Because they're lightweight and conduct heat easily. Maya. They didn't talk about that in any of the law books. So there's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminium then? No, not all camping cookware is made of aluminium, Maya. Some of it is enamel, I think. Or enameled something. I'm not having this conversation. There's food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes a pretty good skin to camp in this cold. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? I feel like we don't need a sign for that. I don't think they have signs like that. Oh. This SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Trees grow quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into the shadow where the sunlight can't reach them. Yeah, if there was a sign that was like, no setting tents on fire, you'd go, okay, what's the story behind that? Who did that and when? This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise. Wow, cool! Let's try it out! Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. A law against putting small hats on birds? Yeah, that's definitely the sort of law where you go, okay, what happened? Also, am I allowed to put a large hat on a bird? Hey, I'm Nick! Huh. Nick! Will you stop that? Maybe it's broken. Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices. Well, what then? These things? The party poppers? Wow, rapid fire. Well, it responded. Yeah! Hey, you! Get your hands off of that! What in the Sam Hill? Look what you've done now! There goes a whole roll of film. Is it a film camera? What? Sorry. Sorry's nice, but it don't pay my bills. You'll know how much a roll of that film costs. I'll pay you back. What were y'all thinking setting off a party popper in a place like this? Well... What? Don't try to play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all Yanks think. I say, those southern folks talk with that exaggerated drawl. Why, they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb doesn't mean we all are. Oh no. Oh. Anyway, who are you now? A chaperone? Yeah, no, rather, we're sort of friends? Let's figure out what you're gonna say and say it for bejesus's sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of Pepper's drawls than listen to you stutter all day. Oh boy. I guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it! Yes, ma'am. On second thoughts, I'll pay you later. I'm really sorry. I don't think she likes us. What? Can't you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Someone, I'm not naming any names, but someone used up a whole roll. Sorry. That didn't work. I wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention. My badge? This is my badge. Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? Y'all ain't gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now. Cause I'll have you all know I'm a fighter and I wrestled meaner looking things than you. No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake. Murder? Sounds cool. Lady. No. Why didn't you all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You two, y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite. Hard. Come to think of it, where did Maya get to? Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all. Never you mind, honey. I can talk yank for you if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I'll be okay. I'm going to assume that's in the Japanese version that she's talking in Kansai then. I believe when things get localized, that often gets turned into Southern US, right? Great then. I'm Lotta. Lotta Hart. You can call me Lotta. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. You're photographing meteor showers. With a noise-sensitive camera. I don't trust you. That is clearly not what you're here to take photos of, because meteor showers don't make a whole lot of noise. They certainly don't make the sort of noise that sets your camera off. Unless they land. Well, yes. True. Unless one actually makes it through the atmosphere without burning up and lands actually near you. Oh yeah, when was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately. So I'm guessing this isn't the witness then. Right? I would be very worried if a meteor actually landed anywhere near me. It'd probably break the camera anyway, regardless of whether you managed to get a picture of it. It happened late in the night on Christmas Eve. That's so. Christmas Eve. A man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure, though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I've seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which I seen when. So, what is it you do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Y'all don't really want to know that, do you? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right in the heart of the heartland. Wow, neat. Yeah, I mean, I bet her camera's caught it, because we just managed to set her camera off with a party popper, which means that a gunshot definitely set it off. Heck, she's a research student at a university! Country U! So I hear. So, when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Didn't I tell you all that already? Meteors! Yep, meteor showers. Falling stars? Doubt. Doubt. She's here photographing Gordy for sure. That's quite a camera you have there. You'll better know it. It's German-made. A genuine Solingen. Is that an actual brand? I'm gonna Google. It's a city in Germany. There is a brand of cameras that was founded in Solingen, but it's not called that. Yeah, Montanus. That's what I'm looking at here. Apparently they stopped making cameras because the competition from Japan was too much. Isn't that where they make knives? Is it? Oh, what's that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? Your camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that mic triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera? Neat! Lotta's camera added to the court record. Lotta's camera, set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected, faces the lake. Once again, you're not taking pictures of meteor showers with that thing! Right, I need some more water. I will be right back. and then back. Yeah, Drag, I think the reason that shouting didn't trigger the loud noise detection is it's programmed to look for a very short loud noise. Like, I think if you just went, "Hip!" or something like that, loud enough, it would probably do it, but because Maya was going for full words, I guess it doesn't. And Thomas, I think you missed the part about Gordy. This lake does apparently have a monster. According to the news. Alright, that I think is all we can talk to Lotta about right now. Oh yeah, Boo would probably do it as well, right? This camera is rigged to respond to noise. It only responds to loud noises, like a party popper. Loud, sharp noises. Okay, I feel like that's everything we can get around here. Because the only things we have to present are a thing we already presented and something we found just here. Present our own camera to her. Maybe I should have done. But let's go see Gumshoe. Maybe we'll have an autopsy report. December 25th. Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Look, it's their mascot that I can't remember the name of. The Blue Badger, was it? Or was that something else? Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here. Something wrong, miss? Turning yourself in? Okay, what did you do? Shoplifting, larceny, public indecency? No, none of those things. We're looking for Detective Gumshoe. Is he around? Gumshoe? Oh yeah, he's in a meeting right now. I don't think he'll be out anytime soon. Okay, we'll come back. You do that. Oh, and go straight home and stay out of trouble. No more shoplifting, you got that. Do I look like a criminal or something? Apparently. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I'd expect. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Old-fashioned computer screens. Love it. And a laptop. Chunky old laptop. Yep, old CRT monitors, exactly, Drag. Hey, is that the police department's mascot? That's the Blue Badger. It is Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. I see. How nice. I'll get him assigned mascot of the Criminal Affairs Department if it's the last thing I do. Good luck. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Gord Lake? Gordy's sighted? I don't believe it. Shouldn't you be reading something more important? A poster of a female police officer. Wait, no. That's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. I see. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. If your mama could see you now, she'd be crying. Breathe and spit it out, you low-life scumbag. Is he practicing lines? He must be doing image training for interrogations. You want the babes in uniform calendar, Thomas? Once again, I'm trying to read the obfuscated words. Reminds you of some 2000s anime. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like... Which one's the Tenchi series with the police? I don't remember. But, like with the space police. Oh! Game? Hello? Minimize itself for no apparent reason. Okay. Well, I guess that's everything we can look at in here then. The girl who leapt through space wasn't what I was thinking of. Or reminded you of Bubblegum Crisis. Yeah, could be Bubblegum Crisis too. I was thinking, I think it's Tenchi in Tokyo, maybe? It was one of the Tenchi Muyo animes. They had some space cops in it. Detention center. Hey, can I talk to you about anything now? Yes, I can. Edgeworth. This is really hard for me to ask. But you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick was trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere. But Nick... Okay. We must have missed something at the lake. No, I don't think it's that one, Thomas. Let's see. Oh, it could have been that one, actually. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm Googling now. It looks like it was Tenchi Muyo GXP was the one with the Galaxy Police in it. There's too many Tenchi series. Maybe we should present her with her own camera. Lotta? Yeah? So, your camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises? Yep. Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol. A pistol? Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper? I guess it would. Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey! Y'all are pretty bright. Huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film. It would have been a photo taken late last night. I checked them once. Don't remember if there was anything on them, though. But what if I got something? I could be a witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw! I'll go check that film. You'll come back now, you hear? She went inside her SUV. I guess we should come back later. Okay, now we need to leave. Maybe now Gumshoe will be done with his meeting. Yep. December 25th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. I guess Detective Gumshoe is still in that meeting. Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal. Nope, that was not my Detective Gumshoe voice at all. Detective Gumshoe! We just finished the meeting. For better or for worse. I get the feeling we're in for some bad news. Alright, tell me about the victim. Do you know anything about the victim yet? No, still can't ID him. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. Oh, we don't even know who the victim was? Yikes. So, how did the meeting go? I can't tell you that, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he's done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that? So, they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it? Well, the trial's starting tomorrow as scheduled. I see. Hey, in the end you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go telling anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. And do me a favour. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help and you're the ones to help him. Well, if you'll let us. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk with us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe? How come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I think that was obvious. They got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other and that's how it works. A working relationship? See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times. But there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We gotta earn that trust he places in us. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust. And you have my word on that. Well, do we have the autopsy reports even if we don't know who the victim is? I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Ah, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you. Ah, nice. Time of death, sometime on the 24th or 25th. Cause 1 bullet shot to the heart. Alright. Thank you. Nick? Huh? Can you show me that photo of the victim? Ah, so this is the victim. That face! Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. Oh, you mean 15 years ago, Maya? Well, cheers, Gumshoe. Let's go see if Lotta has finished looking through her stuff, eh? December 25th, Gourd Lake Woods. Hey, y'all! Lotta! Wait up a sec, we got bingo! Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. It didn't just run through an entire roll as soon as something set off. Hey! This is them. Take a look. That's not very good. But does appear to be a guy pointing a gun, maybe a gun, and another guy on a boat in the middle of a lake. Wait. See? He's shooting him with that pistol. It looks like that, yes. But you can't really tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But you know, seeing these photos reminded me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. How do you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? Yeah, I reckon you should, lady. I reckon so. What's that? Now don't y'all go trying to mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. I am very aware my accent for her is trash. I'm not good at accents. Oh wait! Lotta? What? Can't y'all see I'm kinda busy? You said your camera took 2 photos. Please show me the other one. Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. You'd rather eat skunk butt. Understood. Lotta! Don't let it get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Oh, was that the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, Maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn. She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. Question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Lake photo. Taken automatically on the 25th of December at 12:15 AM. Well, it's time to go pester Edgeworth again. Maybe. Or maybe it's time to get a samurai dog. December 25th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Looks like the police have given up their interviewing. Hey! Oh, it's Santa! Hello, Santa! Ah. I think Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Nick? You know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Yeah, Larry. Oh, Harry. What are you doing here? Isn't that obvious? Isn't that obvious, Nick? He's here doing a job as Santa, probably. Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. Your day job is Santa. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Nope, I take it back. Its job is hot dogs. Gotta get money for dates, you know? My girl Kianse deserves the best. Oh, you've got a new girlfriend. Kianse. Not another model, I hope. Oh, Kianse is a fine, fine woman, eh? It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, you go, girlfriend, you know? She bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume! She must be really nice. Whoa, cute! Nick, who's she? She's not your... Not my what? No, she's not! I'm his partner, Maya Faye. I'm, the little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister? No, I'm not Nick's sister, I'm my older sister's little sister. Ha, sounds great. Don't worry, Maya, he's not listening. Somehow I doubt that Larry was here at midnight, but hey. Hey Larry, there was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Kianse, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. Are you sure Kiansei is your girlfriend, Larry? No, it's just Kiansei's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. Oh, okay. That's why she wasn't hanging out with you on Christmas Eve. Got it. A model. I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Neat. The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth, old Edgy? Yeah, he is a murder suspect. Whoa, murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same classes as in grade school. What? Anyway, about those samurai dogs. Tell me about the dogs. Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped. I was gonna say they do kind of look gourd-shaped. Oh, well, originally they were guard dogs. You know, like guard dogs. Oh no, it's a pun! Ouch. The samurai thing was Kiansei's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me that band. Man, the kids can't get enough of these samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake. What with the big news? The big news? Yeah, gaudy. Shouldn't they be gaudy dogs, then? Right, back to Edgeworth. So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, Kim, and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow. Wait. You said defense lawyer. Yeah. Wait a second. But Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh? Go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind, though. Do you know, Nick? Nick? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. What's gaudy? Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here in this very lake, a giant mysterious monster. Gaudy. Monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. no! It's really real! That's about as good as the that's about as good as a Nessie photo. Looks a reasonable amount like what was it, the surgeon's photo? Hot news! Giant life form appears in Gourd Lake. If you squint, you can sort of read the article. Nick, a monster, a real monster! Yeah, it's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion. Yeah. That lady is definitely trying to photograph a lake creature. And not meteors. Followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry? Could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. 1 million? Grow up, Larry. Gordy article added to the court record. Let's see if we can read it correctly. We're not allowed to zoom in, but no, I can't read that very. But there's something that looks off about this. This looks more like a hand than a head. Well, see you, Santa Larry. I need to go pester Edgy again. Oh, he's not here. I'm guessing Losser isn't around either. Ooh, what if we present something to Larry? Like a photo. What's this? You know, my eyes have been getting pretty bad lately, Nick. Actually, the photo's blurry, Larry. It was taken last night. Last night? Okay, yeah, we're not getting anything out of him. Yep, she's still talking to the police. Back to the boat rental shop? Nope. Ha! December 25th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Not a gumshoe in sight. If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. He'll be in there a while. A lot of heart. It has to be. Uh-oh. Edgy, where are you? This guard monitors the visitors' room. He hasn't moved an inch since I came in. A real pro. What is it? Oh! Nothing. Just... something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey! I remember now! This guy! He's a lawyer that was at that office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy! That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him. For old time's sake. Maybe we should. Still a very blank spot. I see you haven't bought a new painting for that area, huh, Grossberg? Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha! You're Mia's something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes. Phoenix Wright. Aha! And you're Mia's something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know. It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, sir? Hmm? Ah, yes. I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? Yeah, could you tell me who this bloke is? Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah! Did you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond. And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? Yes. There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I, just got up, you see. Didn't his photo show up in Mia's case? Mm-hmm. As I said, we're well aware of what happened 15 years ago because we've already had it mentioned. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. Well, this is terrible news indeed. I guess he hadn't heard anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think it shall ever be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Old, bitter desserts. Right, anyway, Robert Hammond. Who is this Hammond guy anyway? Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. There you go. The DL6 incident. You know, the one where they called in Mia and Maya's mother to do some medium stuff for. DL6? Why does that sound so familiar? Perhaps you remember. I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. That was the incident where the police were so at a loss they used a spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Misty Fay, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fay used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Gruisberg? Yes. Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please. Don't mention it. DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait! What does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. In other words, the DL6 incident is the entire reason that Edgeworth isn't a defense attorney now. Because he was probably disillusioned with the fact that nobody went down for the death of his father. What? His father? If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you. Wait, this is a photograph of my mother. Misty Fay's photo, an old photograph. DL6 incident Exhibit A is written on the back. Alright, let's go pester Edgeworth again. December 25th, Detention Centre Visitors Room. What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. Yet you've made incredible progress on your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, Wright. You were always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. Well, you can't do that, Edgy, so just accept that we're helping you. Just watching his eyebrows. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like and I will answer to the best of my abilities. I'm assuming that all the other DL numbers are also police codes for different investigations. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder? Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you're... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. Oh good, it won't have run out while we're doing your defense. What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case's statute of limitations runs out, legally the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed. Forever. What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. No one knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. So, was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So, you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps? I'd rather not talk about it. Wow. Let's show him this photo. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? We going for the 4 hours? Yep, it's Sunday. We're going for the 4 hours. Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. It pains me to ask you this now. I know, you want us to defend you. Yes. Will you? Of course we will. Who could have guessed this day would come? Drag, were you making a joke about it not being sunny outside anymore on Sunday? Ah. Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back. For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. It feels like the stream should be over because it's dark outside. Understood. Well, we're still heading towards shorter days, longer nights. It's 20-something days to the solstice. It's only gonna get worse. Edgeworth's request put in pocket. Document proving Edgeworth's request for an attorney. Yes, and Christmas. Christmas is like, what, 2 days after the solstice or something? I feel like the solstice is the 23rd anyway. I could be wrong. Does my current calendar have that information? '21st, apparently. On my calendar it says, first day of winter, shortest day. I disagree on that being the first day of winter, but you know. I feel like winter already started. Well, I guess we should... What's that? A earthquake, Nick! It's a big one! It's calming down. Phew, that was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There. He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. We have to give Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. Which means we're going to Criminal Affairs. December 25th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. What's going on here? What's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Says she came to talk to you all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? Lot of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited until the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow then. Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little, now you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. And again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. Nothing good by the sounds of it. Save, save, save. December 26th, 9:44 AM. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. You know, that sounds a lot like what people say about you, Edgy Boy. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. Yep. Why is Karma here? Clearly, because he's the prosecutor. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So, was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. No, Maya. Manfred von Karma is not that nice of a man. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia... Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh... I can't. Sorry. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I mean, I'm guessing, Drag. This is just a guess. But maybe prosecutors get to choose which cases they do. Could be wrong, but... I feel like when you, at the point you're a really well-known prosecutor, you probably get to pick your own cases. Either that, or the chief prosecutor assigns them, I guess. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. December 26th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. There he is. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? I need a Von Karma voicer. Fool. You seriously think I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right. My apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well. Your opening statement, please. Is he ready to play the piano? Which musician do you think he looks like then? Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. That doesn't look very much like the very middle of the lake, but sure. The very middle of the lake feels more like it's over here. There are 2 men on the boat. Now there happens to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m. she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the court record. Overhead map of Gourd Lake. Map. Yeah, 2 gunshots. That's why her camera took 2 photos, right? Testify to the court about the arrest now. Oh, wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Can we find Mr. Von Karma in contempt of court, please? Because this certainly seems like contempt. Yes, of course, you're quite right. No, he's not. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now. Karma sure doesn't have a Saint Bernard attitude. Ah, I see. We're going for Beethoven. I understood that reference. You received a call from a man? Yup. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Oh. Oh, my Karma voice is not nearly deep enough. Oh no. Did you hear that objection? It's like, objection. Like that. That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. I can't go that deep. I will do my best. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping? Not a heart. What happened next, Detective? I don't think we need to press that one, really. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, Detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. I don't think we need to do that one. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. Found in the victim's body, fired from a .22 caliber pistol. Yeah, but this is just one bullet. What happened to the first one? Or the second one? I don't know. The other one. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. Sorry, wrong voice, wrong voice. Well, we found the no. I've lost my gumshoe voice. The problem with going as far deep as I'm having to go for Karma is it's difficult to go back to the semi-deep one. Well, we found the murder weapon in a boat. The murder weapon. Pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. I think Karma is making Gumshoe scared. Right. Sorry, Your Honor.
Hold it!
What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Heck, he's got the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. The murder weapon, .22 caliber, fired 3 times. Okay, so we have 2 shots that were heard, 1 bullet that's recovered, and this pistol. There's prints from Edgeworth's right hand. I mean, have you checked it was fired from the same pistol? Have we checked the rifling? Members of the court. We now have the pistol used in the murder, and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir? Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? I mean, that's what I wanted to know about, and I guess that's what we found out. Shocking. To imagine someone here doesn't know something as basic as ballistic markings. I mean, she's not a lawyer, comma. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered in the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess! Now! But... wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man! Yes! Ahem. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? December 26th, 11:09 AM. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. I'm not entirely certain about that, Mr. Wright. The only person who could have shot the man on the boat with a with a .22 caliber pistol is the other person on that boat. Someone could have shot him with something else from further away. Is there any kind of longer distance firearm that fires .22s? No, I guess the ballistic markings would be very different if we were talking about a sniper rifle. I don't know enough about guns. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? Did he shoot himself? I don't know. Did Gordy shoot him? You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh? How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya? Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh. Sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I don't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, I need you to be here. No, of course not, I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Aw, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa! Right. Don't jinx this case even more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Oops. What's bad for your heart? Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Ms. Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. Yeah, it was Christmas Eve. Just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge. She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. What about the other photo? Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. Can we get one of the earlier cases witnesses who we don't like to go against Karma? As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! 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 I will have order! Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant... Hey, my cross-examination, dude! You want to make me do Old Bag and Karma at the same time? That's... Just Karma and anyone is bad. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? Where's the second photo from the second gunshot? Also, this photo isn't decisive, you can't see who on earth it is. This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. I don't think you can... I don't think you could hold me in contempt of court for doing my job. I don't think. Right? Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Yeah, we can't hold him in contempt of court for taking over the judge's position. Do I really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? Yes. Yes, I do. I think I know just one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah. I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. I mean, it's not going to be a waste of time. Also, I'm going to need some more water because Bankama is not fun on my voice. I hope you're right back. I didn't press the transition button properly, did I? I'm back. Yeah, it looks like I missed the button entirely. Whoops. Oh well. Alright, so it's Christmas Eve, just that. Right. Okay, what do we have? What do we have that we can work with? Okay. So it's Christmas Eve just after midnight. I don't think that's a contradiction at all. She was in her car. The way she's looking with this, I kind of want to press her. Yeah, I heard this bang come up from the lake. I looked out the window and saw two giants in a boat. Then there was another bang. Yeah, why was there two? Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Von Kalla, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Yes, press it further. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research?
Objection.
What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? It has things to do with it, and that's why you want me to not ask about it. The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Hey, you're not allowed to do that! Wait! Now I'm the one who says that. Well then, say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. What have we got? So the pistol was fired 3 times. How do we know how many times the pistol was fired anyway? I don't know enough about guns. Pistol bullet, overhead map, go the article, face, leak photo, the autopsy report, and Lovett's camera. Yeah, I guess it could be the ammo. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She's said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. How do I find a contradiction when you won't let me pester her about what she was doing on the lake? Could you clearly see the 2 men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? No. No, it's not. Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the 2 men. Oh, yeah, well, of course. I don't think she actually saw them. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick, he's hiding something. Do I present the photo against this? Yeah, but I don't have anything good to present that it fired 3 times thing against right now, is the problem. Is there anything I haven't pressed yet? I guess I haven't pressed that one. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright! The witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. That's because he keeps stopping me doing things, Judge. I mean, I'm kind of wondering, is the third shot just the shot that they made with the gun at the police station so that they could cross-check the ballistic markings? I don't know. Or maybe that wouldn't have been counted. But Your Honor, you keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I am afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick, Lover's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but I can't say anything. What can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me. Here. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea, treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough! Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. Hey, that wasn't my outburst. He is in contempt of court and must leave. Oh. Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor! Nick is innocent! Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? No, in fact, that is wrong, Von Karma. Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony and I have a right to cross-examine her again. You think my internet might die again? It doesn't look like there's a problem. YouTube hasn't told me anything about it, so it might be at your end. Order! 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 You're in contempt of court. It is too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Ms. Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court! No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. Rude. It's my job to badger the witnesses. I'm running out of time. Better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. That last statement. But, looking at the time, I am gonna call it here. Before we get into this. Yes, we know it was foggy. There's a picture of it, and I'm pretty sure that's what I need to present. Because the picture is definitely not as clear as day, Mr. Edgel. But yes, we're gonna call it here. So, thank you very much for coming, it's been fun. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on social media, which is linked in the description box. The streaming schedule for this channel goes up both on social media and over here on YouTube in the community tab. This was the last scheduled stream of this week, so there'll be another schedule up later tonight. The next stream will be tomorrow, Monday, 7 PM, and I think it's going to be more Sakura Wars. So, hope to see you then, or another time. Once again, thank you very much for coming, and this is Kalla signing out. See ya! Bye bye!